Hi friends, Michael from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's take an in-depth look at another easy guitar song for beginners. You'll learn how to play Stand By Me. This is a fantastic song for beginners. We'll look at the structure of the song, the chords, and the best way to transition. We'll start with down strums for the beginner, and then we'll look at the strumming pattern. We'll be using a capo this time on the 2nd fret. That way the chords will be easier for the beginner, and it'll sound the same if you're playing along with the song. The chords are G, E minor, C, and D. If you're not using the capo, the chords would be A, F sharp minor, D, and E. Now I've also done a quick version of the song for you, so if you already know how to play these chords and have done some simple strumming patterns, jump onto that video and I'll put a link in the description for you. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, heaps of songs and free lessons to come. If you're having any problems with this song, or there's a song you'd like to learn, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. So let's start with the structure of the song. So you can see we start on G and we do that for 2 bars. Then we go to E minor and we do that for 2 bars. Then C for a bar, D for a bar, and G for 2 bars at the end. And that chord progression just repeats throughout the whole song. So looking at the chords, we start with our G. So our capo's on the 2nd fret. So that means we're now calling the 3rd fret the 1st, the 4th fret the 2nd, and our 5th fret the 3rd. So we're going to take our 3rd and 4th finger, our 3rd finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and our little finger on the E string, so the bottom string on the 3rd fret as well. And this is the best way to get the chord as well. Put those 2 fingers down first, then take your 2nd finger, place it on the 3rd fret on the top E string, and your 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and that gives us our G chord there. Now you can also do that just with your 3rd finger on the bottom E string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the top E string, and your 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and that's also G. Both ways are correct there. So starting with our G, we just do 8 down strums, so 2 bars there. 1, 2, 3, 4, we do that again. Then the next chord after the G is the E minor, and the best way to transition from that is to take your G, take your hand off and focus on your 2nd finger, getting to the 2nd fret on the A string, and then your 3rd finger underneath that, also on the 2nd fret, but this time on the D string, and we do that for another 2 bars, another 8 strums there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have G to E minor. Let's do that again. G, and again 1, 2, E minor. Changing there, same way every time. Another bar there. Now we go to C. So while you're on your E minor, get your 1st finger ready to go onto the 1st fret on our B string. Don't put it down yet, just get it ready over the top of the string. Then we put that down first. We put our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, and our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and that gives us our C chord there, and we do that for 1 bar. And then to D, the best way to get to D, take your whole hand off, concentrate on your 2nd finger, go for the 2nd fret on our bottom E string, then your 1st finger on the 2nd fret as well, but this time on the G string, and then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. Try not to play the top 2 strings for that, and a bar there. So 4 strums there, and then back to G. So if you're doing the G the same way as me, changing from G to D is really easy. You can leave your 3rd finger down this time, take your 1st and 2nd finger off, put your little finger on the 3rd fret on the bottom string, 2nd finger up the top on the 3rd fret, and our 1st finger back on the 2nd fret on the A string. So D to G, you don't have to lift your 3rd finger off at all. So D to G there. And then another 2 bars on G, down strums there. So let's put that together now slowly, just with down strums. So G, 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. E minor, 2 bars. C for a bar. D for a bar. And then G for 2 bars. And a little bit quicker there. E minor, 2 bars there, then the C for 1 bar, D for 1 bar, and G for 2 bars to finish. Then just repeat that chord progression throughout the whole song. So now let's have a look at the strumming pattern for that also. So with our strumming pattern, hop on your G chord, we're going to do 1 down strum, then we're going to do a hit. And when you're doing your hit, use it as a down strum. That'll keep your hand flowing, ready for the up strum next. So I come down and just hit the strings. So I'm muting the strings with the side of my hand here, just putting it on. And I'm getting my fingers to hit the guitar as well. And it gives us a percussive sound then as I'm coming down. Don't just go straight on. You'll lose your flow with your strumming pattern. So we go down, hit. So you can see I'm coming down when I'm doing the hit. I'm not picking any of the strings, I'm just hitting it with the side of my hand and coming down at the same time. So we have down, hit, up, down, up, down, hit, up, down, down, hit, up, down, down, hit, up, down, up. And that little strumming pattern is for 1 bar, so we do that twice on the G. Down, hit, up, down, hit, up, down, up. Then the E minor, we do exactly the same thing again. Down, hit, up, down, hit, up, down, up. C for 1 bar, so we're just doing the pattern through once. Down, hit, up, down, up. D for 1 bar, down, hit, up, down, up. And finishing on our G for 2 bars. Down, hit, up, down, hit, up, down, up. So let's try that up to speed now. E minor, C, D, and finishing on our G. So with that one, the chords are fairly easy. Just practice your strumming pattern there. Down, hit, up, down, up. And remember when you do the hit, use it as a down stroke and that'll keep the flow of the pattern. Down, hit, up, down, up. So as always, go slowly and build your speed up and make sure you're doing your chord changes the same way every time. If you're having any problems or there's a song you'd like to learn, leave a comment, give us a like and subscribe for heaps of free songs and lessons. Now, if you would like step-by-step guitar lessons for beginners to advanced players and learn all the secrets to playing all your favourite songs and solos in no time, also heaps of free lessons, click the link below and jump onto Essential Guitar Lessons. So I hope you enjoyed this and I'll see you soon.